Think following the golden ratio guarantees design success? What if I told you that this ancient formula could be your biggest creative trap? Today, we explore why breaking free from traditional design rules might just be the key to innovative and functional designs. What is the golden ratio? The golden ratio is an irrational number approximately equal to 1.6618, which often appears in nature, art, and architecture. It emerged from the attempts of ancient mathematicians, including Euclid and Fibonacci, to describe proportions found in nature. It is believed that the first mention of the golden ratio can be found in Euclid's Elements, where he describes dividing a segment into two unequal parts, such that the ratio of the whole segment to the larger part is equal to the ratio of the larger part to the smaller one. Why did it become popular? The appeal of the golden ratio increased during the Renaissance, when artists and architects such as Leonardo da Vinci and Raphael used it to create their works. They argued that this proportion creates aesthetically pleasing and harmonious images, which contributed to its spread in art and architecture. How is it calculated? The golden ratio can be calculated by dividing a line or another object into two parts so that the ratio of the larger part to the smaller one is the same as the ratio of the whole line to the larger part. This ratio is often represented by the Greek letter phi. The golden ratio is considered the ideal proportion, which supposedly leads to visual perfection. It is everywhere, from ancient monuments to modern logos. But why do we so zealously follow this rule? Research shows that while the golden ratio may enhance the perception of design, it does not guarantee success in every project. Today we will talk about how this rule is applied, explore its historical roots, learn the opinions of experts, and consider alternative approaches. The golden ratio is often used as a formula for success in design. However, many designers claim that strict adherence to this rule limits creativity and can lead to banal and predictable work. This is especially important in web and graphic design, where uniqueness and functionality are often more important than symmetry and perfect proportions. Let's turn to the modern classics who have contributed to the formation of the modern concept of design and try to understand their attitude towards the golden ratio. Don Norman in his work emphasizes that design should be user-oriented, considering ease of use and intuitive interaction. He argues that although the golden ratio can offer visual pleasure, it does not always contribute to functionality and convenience, which are critical for successful design. In his view, good design goes beyond simple aesthetics and should solve real user problems. Steve Krug, developing this idea in the context of web design, insists that design should be clear and obvious to the end user. Applying the golden ratio as a rigid rule may limit the designer's ability to create iterative, user-oriented interfaces that don't make people think. Krug believes that the design should be aimed at reducing cognitive load, not just achieving aesthetic harmony. Thus, the approaches of Norman and Krug can serve as a powerful reminder that in design, beauty is not only important but also functionality, simplicity, and user orientation. Considering the golden ratio as one of the tools and not as an immutable rule, we can create more innovative and effective design solutions. This is all part of the user-centered design approach, which takes into account context, culture, and audience specificity. This approach calls for flexibility in using proportions, rather than blindly following the golden ratio. The method developed by it allows for more effectively combining aesthetics with functionality, making design not only beautiful, but also maximally convenient for the user. Thus, while the golden ratio is a useful tool, it should not be the only solution for every design project. Understanding and accepting flexibility, contextuality, and cultural specificity can significantly improve not only the visual aspects of a project, but also its functional side. That's why it all comes down not to the design itself and not to magical rules, but to the user. And the main skill of a designer is design empathy. Without it, no golden rules will help make a good design. Want to learn how to develop design empathy and truly connect with your audience? Check out our other video and discover the key to successful design.